event that's happening today is the 100th anniversary of the creation of the West Bridgewater Police Department. Today, March 25th, 100 years ago, the first chief of police was sworn in, and like I said, the West Bridgewater Police Department was established. Well, I can't give you what are some of the things that have happened here. I mean, I can only give you the last 29 or so years. I've only been here about 29 years. I think some of the bigger events, you know, unfortunately, over the last year, we did have a murder in West Bridgewater, which the investigation, so that's memorable, but probably not, you know, what we'd like to remember. But it shows the changing in times here in West Bridgewater, where we've become a lot busier and more active than we have in years past. I think some of the things that are memorable I remember is when I first started on, we used to have a lot of benefits like games, softball games. We used to play a lot of the teachers and the YAA, and I think we lost some of that stuff. We don't do it as much as we used to. I think that it's just become so busy, and I think people's lives become so busy that we forget those memorable things that we used to do that you'll think about now that you've been here for 30 years on your way out the door, you know. So I think a lot of the ideas that we're coming up with to change with the school safety and stuff like that, I think is where we need to go. The turnout today was great. We had all the Board of Selectmen here. We had a lot of residents here. Senator Timilty came down with a proclamation for us. We did a lot of tours in the station. I think people didn't realize what we have here. We have a beautiful building. It's now 10 years old, and it doesn't look like it's 10 years old. We keep good care of this building, but there's a lot of history in this building. And I think what today is about is 100-year anniversary of the creation of the police department. So people are walking around seeing all these historic pictures that we've had up on the walls, and it brings back a lot of memories for a lot of people. So it was a great day. The kids were, you know, excited to see Taser K9 and excited to see the equipment we have here. And of course, they were excited to go next door to see the fire department. I mean, it is memorable moment today was my grandson when I brought him in, and he said, I said, you want to see a police car? He said, no, I want to go see the fire engine. So it was a great day. The kids all had smiles on their face, and that's what it's all about. I'm not sure what existed prior to. I mean, this building, part of this building is original. So originally to West Bridgewater was a small little section. So the section on the east side of this building has been here probably since the 40s. So I'm not exactly sure 1918 what was here, but we've done 2 additions. We finished an addition in 1987 just on the first floor, which added on to that original building. And like I said, then 2008 we added the second floor. So I'm not sure it was here in 1918, but history is still in this building because the original building is still part of the structure. All I want to say is I want to thank everybody for coming by today because it was a great turnout. I think people enjoyed it. Today is a day in history. I mean, 100 years only comes around once. So the next will be the centennial to 200 years. So I just want to thank everybody to come by today, and I hope they had a great time today and enjoyed this short presentation that we had. But I just want to thank everybody for coming for the first thing. But I also got to thank Sergeant Warner because if it wasn't him 2 years ago saying it's coming up, we wouldn't be here today because I had no idea. So we've been planning this probably 1.5 years anyways. And like I said, so I'm going to turn it over quickly to the sergeant to read a little bit of the history of the department and why we're here today.
Just very quick, keep it clean and simple. I just have a copy of the original report to the selectmen from 1918, and it's from the first chief of police that was appointed on March 25th, 100 years ago today, Henry O. Davenport. It's to the Honorable Board of Selectmen. Gentlemen, I submit the following report of the Police Department of the Town of West Bridgewater for the time I have served as Chief of Police, namely from March 25th, 1918 to December 31st, 1918. There have been 117 complaints investigated and 24 arrests made. The arrests as follows: 1 non-support, 1 bastardy, 1 riding motorcycle on sidewalk, 1 larceny, 2 operating under the influence of liquor, 3 assault, 5 drunk, 7 disturbance, 1 forfeiting bail, 2 cohabitation, 1 case of insanity committed directly to State Hospital at Taunton, traffic officer at Center, holidays and every Saturday and Sunday afternoon during summer until the ban on Sunday riding, officer on duty at lawn parties and 4th of July celebration, also at primaries and elections, recovered property to the value of $215. Respectfully submitted, Henry O. Davenport, Chief of Police.
Like I said, we wouldn't know all this except for our resident historian here, which is good. And as you see, hopefully you all take a tour if you haven't seen the station. A lot of the photographs upstairs, you can see some here, show a lot of the history of the department, which we're real proud of, obviously, on this day today. So, going forward here, I have a couple of presentations here to people that are close to the department. I'm going to start one with the citizen one. The citizen in West Bridgewater that backs the department more than anybody I know, and all law enforcement, and military. There's a 9/11 display every year. A big supporter of the police department. Billy Gavadas. Now the longest standing member of the Board of Selectmen, and also a real big supporter of the department. I present this to Selectman Eldon Moreira. Should I do a little differently?
Yeah, have them come.
Eldon,
yeah.
Eldon needs a snapshot here, so we'll see which way is the best for photography here. Over this side?
Yeah.
It is good,
On your either way. The other way.
Model and spread, Eldon.
There we go.
Where is it? Bad. How you doing? Hello, Eldon.
Now I did this year not knowing that early in the year here, because of Jerry Lawrence is not going for to be reappointed, elected, going for his position as selectman, but another big supporter of the police department for many, many years. So I want to present this to Selectman Jerry Lawrence. Our newest member, Anthony Kinahan, we've had many discussions in his short stint here as a selectman. We hope he continues on because he is also a supporter of the department. I present this to Anthony Kinahan. Thank you. Now, our new town administrator is not really new anymore. He's been here for now 5 years. But we argue all the time about different things with funding. But he supports us. He does what he can to get us all the equipment and needs that we have. So I want to present this to Dave Gagney, our town administrator.
Hey.
In the past, when I first started doing budgets around 2010, I went to this man all the time because he knew where the numbers were. Past treasurer, he's no longer a treasurer with the town, but he was a big help with me in the budget. And I want to present this to our past town treasurer, John Duggan.
Hey.
Oh, you're willing to recognize the person that signs our checks.
The next one I present to is our oldest past living chief. I don't know if that's good. Bob Kaminsky was here the first day I walked in the door. Him and his family, his wife standing right there, always supportive, always a big fan of the department. Bob, thank you.
Thank you. Hey.
The just past chief retired 2 years ago. Helped me out a lot. We worked together as a team really well. And like I says, the last 3 chiefs are standing here right now. Well, the only chief standing here right now is in this room, and we can remember a few. We lost a few recently, but like I said, Donnie's helped me out a lot. Donnie Clark, I present this to you. And I'm not sure if Tom's here. I don't see Tom's not here. I had a few more with my administrative assistant, Crystal. I don't know if she made it here either today. I know she had some kids' hockey games to go to, what have you, but I just want to thank everybody for coming. Senator Timilty's here. He's going to present something for the town. Senator?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Chief.
Thank you for coming.
No, it's an honor to be here, Chief.
Brian, how you doing?
Nice to see you. Thank you very much. It's my privilege to be here, and thank you for the invitation. And of course, Sergeant, very much. You've done a wonderful job. I've had the privilege of representing this town now for about 14 months, and it has been a privilege, and it is a great town. And with this police department, you get great service, you get great protection, and you get great professionalism. That's obvious to me in the months I've been here. So along with Eldon and Anthony and Jerry and Dave, it's been a privilege to work for you and with you all, and it's an honor to work with this police department. I offered this citation this week in the State Senate. It states, Commonwealth of Massachusetts State Senate official citation. Be it known that the Massachusetts State Senate Chief hereby extends its congratulations to West Bridgewater Police Department in recognition of your steadfast commitment, each and every officer in this department, to the safety and protection of the citizens of the great town of West Bridgewater on the distinguished occasion of this police department's 100th anniversary. And be it further known that the Massachusetts State Senate extends its best wishes for continued success, that this citation be duly signed by the President of the State Senate and a copy attested to by the Clerk of the Senate and transmitted, therefore. Signed by our Senate President Harriet L. Chandler, attested to by Clerk Bill Welch, and offered by myself, Walter Timilty. Congratulations, Chief. Thank you very much.
Turn it around. There we go. That's why I hired them.
Thank you very much. Now, we did a short presentation, which was nice, but really, like I've always said, and no disrespect to the selectmen or the senator, but this building I consider politically free. We do our job here. We do it for all the reasons. We try to keep as best the politics out of this building. They help us on the other end. We work together. But from this point forward now, we do tours and show you the building that, you know, you constructed in 2008, because this was actually a remodel down here. And we'll do tours. We'll walk you around, show you the photos, show you the whole building. But it's your building. So, and the kids, we have all the cruisers out there. If I can talk to K9 to bring in his dog out again. I know some of the kids have already seen him. Like I said, this is your building. We have some refreshments out front. We have bags for the kids. So like I said, enjoy, and I thank you all for coming.